rapper Blueface once again behind bars.
Blueface might have been able to get away with throwing punches on the outside, but the same can't be said while he's been locked up. Blueface's time in prison started off rough the minute he stepped inside. The rapper, who seems to relish being a troublemaker in his everyday life, may end up being the one on the receiving end now that he's confined to jail. Keep watching till the end of this video to see details about what's really happening to Blueface in prison. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Before we get into the video, I want to give a quick shout out to the #1 celebrity jeweler, the Ice Champ. The Ice Champ is doing a special deal for the next 24 hours on diamond watches, chains, and more. Follow at The Ice Champ on Instagram now.
What's really happening to Blueface in prison? Blueface doesn't seem as tough as he used to be since he's been in prison. Even though he's supposedly been on his best behavior, that hasn't been enough to keep him out of trouble. The Thotiana rapper has had it rough these past couple of months, from frequently being dragged by his baby mamas to having to comply with court dates and probation rules. Apparently, he hasn't been diligent enough, as he's been thrown behind bars for a probation violation that he was called into court for a week ago. Blueface's court hearing this time wasn't as successful as his previous ones because the rapper won't be coming out for quite some time. Blueface made headlines as usual after officers in charge of his probation claimed the rapper had violated one or more rules. Blueface has caught a lot of charges over the years and has mostly gotten off lightly, but the probation he received from his club beatdown assault cases a few years back involved some strict rules, and Blueface has unfortunately broken some of them. On January 12, 2024, there was a hearing scheduled regarding a probation violation on the LA beatdown assault case. It's unclear what exactly Blueface did to violate the probation, but it seems the rapper is no stranger to breaking the rules. A video of Blueface circulated almost immediately after he got out of the courthouse that showed how he was closely monitored as he was headed in. Blueface could be heard in the video saying, "I'm handling some mandatory issues, man. I'll see you on the other side." Blueface's phrase about seeing them on the other side wasn't clear to his fans until news surfaced that the rapper might be in there for a while. Different sources confirmed that Blueface was taken into custody, but he won't be having any access to the internet anytime soon to give updates to his fans as he usually does. Online records about his case indicate that the Thotiana rapper will be in there until summer. More precisely, it seems he won't be getting his freedom back until July 2nd, 2024. However, there are conflicting rumors that there may be a scarcity of beds in jail. So if Blueface cannot get a space, he may be out of there sooner than he thought. But no one knows for sure yet. But the fact that Blueface has been recently apprehended may not go over well, as it will reflect badly regarding his Vegas strip club case probation violations. This might put him in a bad position for the future hearing of that case. Rappers' reactions to Blueface being in prison. It's most likely that Blueface won't be in the public eye for a while, which would mean his frequent ranting might be put on hold. But there are no shortages of associates around him who are willing to do the ranting on his behalf, especially his manager, Wack 100. After confirming to Blueface's fans that he was locked up, Wack 100 went on to post a picture that seemed like a mugshot of Blueface but was in different colors. He captioned the post, "Free Blueface," which was also scribbled on the side of the photo itself. Wack didn't give much information about the main reason Blueface was locked up. The Thotiana rapper's manager also couldn't help himself but to run a little business on the side. Some hours after his first post, he proceeded to advertise free Blueface merch to his fans. Blueface's mother, Carlissa Saffold, also weighed in on the matter of her son being locked up. Carlissa couldn't think of anything to blame for her son's lack of freedom other than his baby mamas being responsible for the problem. She claimed that both Jaden and Krishan had brought nothing but trouble to her son's life. Carlissa talked about how Blueface had caught the violation probation charges because of two separate incidents that allegedly involved Jaden and Krishan. She went on to express her frustration on her Instagram story. "Lord knows our hearts are praying for Jonathan." In another post, she wrote, "Jaden got him one charge. Rock got him the one that violated the other. That's why it's so quiet. Praying everyone understands now why I didn't want them together." Carlissa further established her parental concern. "Because parents want what's best for their children. I love them all, but not together. praying for everyone to listen to their parents. Carlissa wasn't done with her heartfelt expression, as she complained that her baby was in jail and her heart was broken again, and it was because they all didn't listen to her. Carlissa said Jaden and Krishan should counter her statement if it seemed like she was lying about the situation and everything that happened could have been avoided. She opened up thoroughly and wrote, "Especially know who he is and that he was on probation when BM1 threw a glass at security and BM2 hit a fan. When you with people who love you, they don't get it started, then act like nothing happened." Carlissa said if Jaden and Krishan had both loved him as they always claimed, they would stand up and say what really happened and apologize to her because she tried to get them all to do the right thing. After Carlissa had expressed herself to her heart's content, she concluded that she had already accepted accountability and charged her son with being a follower, consistently not listening to her warnings from the beginning. Carlissa said, "Now they have children that they will have to get to listen, or the generation disappointed will continue." Blueface probationary crimes. Blueface has always managed to end up in front of a judge, whether intentionally or not, but the Los Angeles rapper has gotten lucky and gained his freedom almost every time that happened in the past. Back in October 2022, Blueface was involved in a shooting incident at the 6000 block of Windy Road, west of Harry Reid International Airport. A man named Contavious Taylor reportedly sustained a bullet wound to his left hand, which led to the arrest of Blueface in November of that year, and he pled guilty to the charge in July of 2023. Blueface's case was handled by Judge Kathleen E. Delaney in a Clark County courtroom. His sentence came about a year after the crime had been committed, and the rapper was sentenced to a maximum of 3 years probation. Judge Delaney said to the rapper in court, "If you get caught back here on any probation violation, especially anything involving a weapon, I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time." Under the terms of the rapper's probation, he was ordered to not be found on the Las Vegas Strip or the downtown area unless he had a legitimate reason to be there. Blueface was also ordered not to contact the victim or to be found using or possessing drugs or alcohol. The rapper was told he would serve at least 2 years and a maximum of 5 years behind bars if he ever violated probation. The victim of the crime wasn't satisfied with the sentence, as he claimed the judge was not strict enough and the rapper's sentence was lenient because of his celebrity status. Trailer said, "I have completely lost faith in the justice system." Another time Blueface escaped being locked up was when he was also sentenced to a maximum of 3 years probation over a shooting in Las Vegas. Blueface avoided jail time for the attack that happened at the Euphoric Gentlemen's Club near Las Vegas Boulevard and Sunset Road back in November 2022. Blueface was initially charged with attempted murder, but he agreed to a plea deal that lowered his charges to battery and discharge of a firearm into an occupied environment. The rapper didn't get away with it entirely, as the